Hello, everyone, and a warm welcome to today's cryptocurrencies update for Thursday, April the 20th, 2023. It looks like the same slide as yesterday with a slightest difference. Yesterday had a question mark after broken. Now the question mark is gone. The impulse path to the upside, especially for Bitcoin, has broken. So we have to assess alternative wave counts. The first one is we only got 3 waves up. The counter trend rally is complete. Or only wave A of the counter trend rally completed. We're now in wave B. I will only focus on Bitcoin and Ethereum today because those are the 800-pound gorillas in the room. The altcoins, fine and dandy, couldn't care too much about them personally, but also because I simply have had not time to assess all these charts. The Cardanos, the Avalanches, the Binance coins, the Matrix, the Solanas. It's a lot of work. Meanwhile, I'll also have to assess the financial markets, which are also in a rut. So please have a little bit of patience. We'll get there. I think if we know what Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing, we get a very good idea what the rest will do. They will simply follow along. And most of you are interested in Bitcoin and Ethereum only. Now, up till Tuesday, everything looked nice and dandy. It really did. If I knew that Wednesday and today would happen on Tuesday, I would have told you so. Absolutely. But yesterday happened and key levels were starting to break on the downside. That's why we have to replace, and that's why I had identified them, which are the key levels to hold. So in that sense, it was a surprise. I must say I did not expect it. Tuesday looked great. We got a rally. We could do another 4 or 5 sequence, but it broke. That's why we have these key levels in place. And that's why I keep hammering on that you could, maybe, if you'd like to, use them as stops, for example. Ratchet up those stops the higher we go. Because please remember, we have not seen 5 larger waves up since the summer lows from last year. Not at all. We were just tracking a potential 3rd wave. That can turn into a ABC. 1, 2, 3 becomes ABC. Lastly, there will be no update tomorrow. I will be volunteering for my son's high school. So things look a bit broken, and we then go and assess where are things. I am going to start here with Bitcoin. This was our original wave count. It's been tracking along reasonably nice. We definitely had a lot of sideways consolidation here. And then we had a technical breakout, as you can see, above 29,145, and it became a fake out. That can always happen. That's why you have to use those levels as, for example, stops or whatever you want to do with it. It's fine, but please recognize there are no guarantees. Just because it's broken out, it will stick with 100% guarantee. So we were tracking this 3. And as you can see here, the 4, it's a little hard to see because it's now in front of this red candle. 4 there, that was on Tuesday. It looked all good to get the wave 5. And then Wednesday happened. Okay, Wednesday could still be a little bit of a wave 4, but we're getting pretty deep already. And we had already overlapped with 2945 with the support. And now we have also overlapped with this orange wave here at 28,820-ish. So we have simply too much overlap. Now the key level to hold is 27,265. That's the line in the sand. But this impulse, the 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, is kaput. That's the problem. I can't see an impulse. And please remember, this chart labeled A/C4. A, B, and then potentially C. But it appears this C wave might do something entirely different. And we have A, B, C, and that's it. That's really it. It would be a very awkward C wave, but I don't make the markets. I don't even know exactly how to count this entire messy wave structure since, I would say, mid-March, but it is what it is. We broke below initial support, 29,145. We've now broken below 28,818. So we've had 2 shots across the bow, and the 3rd one will literally sink the ship. So we could have completed the counter trend rally, wave B. That means that the low here was 5 waves lower, wave A. And this is wave B, and we're going to go below 8 to 10 and 8,000. We're going to go much, much lower. That's why we have those stops in place. If you get stopped out here, my hedge fund did, and we made some nice coin. I would have really liked to see it go to 35, 36,000. It would be fantastic for our clients and everything. But this is why we have those stops in place. We move them up. We take profits. We already took profits along the way. Not too much, because we're looking for higher prices. But again, we have now profitable trades in the books. And if you make 1,000 times $10, you still have $10,000. Okay? That's just the way it is. Lock in those profits. I can't stress it often enough. Do not become a buy, hold, and hoper. That's the worst strategy there is. So we could have potentially topped for this B wave. CSA to C is 123.6% times A is in this target zone. It would be very unorthodox. But if this is a counter trend rally, it will be unorthodox. So I pulled up a monthly chart of Bitcoin, and this is what I had on the chart, A, B, C. So we still have this potential. I haven't changed anything. That this was only wave A. We're now in wave B and wave C. So that is the alternative, right? That is, as I showed you here, summary slide. We have only 3 waves up. The counter trend rally completed. That was blue wave B, or only wave A of the counter trend rally. Okay, so A, B, C. Now don't count on it. It is just still possible. What we're going to see now, then, in this case, is we completed wave A. So we had A, B, C. And we're going to drop here to about 25,000, back to about 27,500, and then down to 21,500. A, B, C. That would be picture perfect. That is the picture perfect way for a B wave to go. We can also here stall at 27,500. We go back here to about 29,000, and then we drop. We start off with a general assumption based on what we would like to see, as in the textbooks. But we know reality is not textbooks. That's the problem with academia. They always think everything is textbook. That's why I left the academia, because it's so unrealistic. Sorry, ran over. So this is the path we're going to track in one form or another. So that's for Bitcoin. So let's hope the ABC here in black is going to transpire, ABC. Alternatively, all of wave B has already topped. Then we did a 23.6% retrace of the entire decline that started in 2021, which is technically the minimum a B wave needs to do. I'd like to see it higher, 38.2 to 62%, but beggars can't be choosers, and I've seen B waves of even a smaller retrace. So these are the 2 alternatives I'm tracking now. This is the good thing. This is why we have these must-hold levels, because when we break below it, then we step through another door. That's always the case. So we keep tracking things. As long as things track along nicely, there is no worry, and we know what our insurance policy levels are. This is where the amateurs and limited mental capacity people and retail idiots get it wrong. They really think it needs to be one way, and that's it. They think just linear, but everything is cyclical, of course. And we know, based on these price levels, what to expect if we break lower, and then we get the GTFO. It's better to wish you're in than to wish you're out. So this is where we're stuck with. Either we're going to do the ABC. This is my preferred path, I must admit. Just looks not complete, this larger correction. Alternatively, all of it is complete, but we need to break below 19,500 to consider this, okay? That is on this slide here. We go below the floor. That's about 19,500 to 19,000. Then I'm going to look much lower. So for now, let's still remain, I would be bullish on Bitcoin with now a larger B wave underway. This impulse is dead. It's dead. I'm not going to track it anymore. This one's over. The only one who still has the possibility for an impulse higher is Ethereum. Ethereum doesn't need to do what Bitcoin does. Okay, it can still try for another 3, 4, 5 sequence as shown. We have not overlapped with the critical level at 1845, 1855, but somewhere around 1845. We've not overlapped. Bitcoin did. Okay, Bitcoin went below that similar level for Ethereum. It's way lower. As you can see, Bitcoin is back here into the March levels, the mid-March levels. Ethereum is not there yet. Ethereum needs to drop to below 1850 plus minus 5. So that's why I say 1845 to 1855. Not there yet. So this can still be a wave 4, but we have to now be cognizant of the fact that this wave 4, if it is, did not bottom in this ideal blue wave target zone. All right, blue wave target zone reached, blue wave target zone reached. So this one needs to reach as well. We got overshoot, and that's an alarm bell ringing. We're sitting right here at support at 1940. Right at 1940 is support. We go below 1845. We can switch to the other wave counts for Bitcoin. So Ethereum is also on watch, literally. It is on watch. And then we have, of course, this path now being in jeopardy. That's the problem. This path is in jeopardy. So please take appropriate measures. Why? Because we had a nice breakout, right? Above 1935, 2030, and the breakout completely failed. We're back to 1930s. We're now at 1928. Support, critical support, 1850. Then we get, of course, all these warning levels with the floor here at 1375. So if I look then at the weekly chart, you see a lot of blocks. So green, red, and red were for the impulse. There would be wave 3 of 3, 4 of 3, 3, 4, and 5. And obviously, we didn't make any of those. So we're stuck here with a very shallow wave 3. I don't like it. I must admit, all the technical indicators still look long and strong, which suggests we could see more upside over the time being. So we didn't reach this wave 3 target zone. We didn't reach this wave 4 target zone. Certainly didn't reach this third wave target zone. Certainly didn't reach this fourth wave target zone. Okay, yeah, we reached it, but not in the fourth wave. And we certainly didn't reach this fifth wave target zone. So the impulse is really under pressure. So then we're stuck with this A4, 1A, 2B, 3C. So all head is A, B, C. Okay. I could even say this is maybe only all of wave 4, but for now, let's leave it as is. So also here we can see on the weekly chart, 1850 to 1855 needs to hold, right? That's this level here. We go below it, and then I'm going to look here for this B wave to the target zone here between 1650 and 1350. And from there, we should then see this C wave to 2700 to 3600. Okay, this is, of course, looking around 2 corners. This is the first corner, B wave, and then C wave. So that's why this target zone is huge, because we don't know exactly where this B wave is going to bottom. The B wave can also bottom all the way here at 1100. Okay, so for now, we're just going to go with, I would say, textbook somewhere around there. So it's going to be about 1500 plus or minus 100. And then the C wave. Okay, so this is now the scenario. The alternative is all of wave B has topped. Okay, all of wave B has stopped, and we're going to go lower. So that is the alternative scenario. Then we're going to get this. Okay, the preferred scenario is, as I showed you for Bitcoin, we're going to do this one in black, and then we're going to do this one in black, and then we're going to get the blue one. But I think the C wave starts to become inevitable. It looks like the bear market is not done yet. Okay, and then we get wave C. Right there, then we get wave C. So I think longer term, we have to become even more cautious. I still would like to see this A, B, C, a more pronounced path for the cryptos. Would match a little bit better with stock markets and all that stuff. But, so far, let's not see correlations where there are none. This is what I have, 3 waves up so far from the June low. That's corrective. So that can be all of wave B, or A of wave B, B of wave B, C of wave B. And that's it. Then it slides out, and we're going to go to about $300 for Ethereum. All right. I wish I had better news, but this is why we have these key levels in place. So we get very early warning, because the retail crowd won't wake up to break below 1,000. We're out a long time beforehand and have already locked in our profits. Okay, that's what we do. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you appreciate this video. No update tomorrow, and I'll see you all on Monday. Bye.